Hi everyone, today in this lesson I'm gonna explain about past simple irregular verbs. So we know that there are two types of verbs in general. So in this lesson I'm gonna concentrate on irregular verbs. So first of all, let me explain when we use irregular verbs in positive sentences. So some verbs are called irregular. They do not use ending ed in the second form, but change in different ways. So it means that we don't add ed, ending ed, to the verb if it's irregular verb, okay? So they have their forms that we have to remember. Common verbs like when we always meet everywhere are like this: be, and then was, where, buy, bought, come, came, do, did, and so on. Well, let me explain what about the negative form of irregular verbs. So the same form for negative sentence as for regular verbs. Of course, this is the structure that you have to know. First, we use subject and then did, not, and the base form of the verb. So base form of the verb means we write the verb in infinitive form. We don't change the verbs. They have their forms which must be learned by heart. So we cannot change these irregular verbs because they have their forms that you need to remember. For example, buy is irregular verb and we cannot add ending ed. Okay, so you have to remember that buy in past simple will be bought. I don't know if you have here buy, and in past simple you see here bought. So buy is infinitive in present simple, and past simple second form of the verb is bought. So this is the full form actually. We write like this: I did not have a biology class, in the full form, but in short form you have to write like this: I didn't have a biology class. They did not go to school on Sunday, and they didn't go to school on Sunday. So let me explain about the question form. How do we make questions? So we have two types of questions: yes, no, and special questions. So in yes, no questions, we have to put in the first place did, and then after we follow you and go to Spain on holiday. So you have to just remember these three words, these three forms that we just replace. So in positive sentence, we first write subject and then the verb in the past form, right? But for example, in negative sentence, subject and then did, not, and then verb, yes. But in question, we have to replace, for example, subject and did, we need to replace them. So first did and then subject and the base form of the verb in infinitive form, of course. And how do you answer for this question? Of course, in short answer, no, I didn't. Did you go to Italy on holiday? Yes, I did. So in yes, no questions, we put did, as I said, in the first place, and the main verb is in the infinitive form, of course. Here go in infinitive form. And special questions, we don't have like big changes. We just put question word in the first place before did. Where did you go, for example? Yeah. So in special questions, we put did after the question word, and the main verb is in infinitive form. Well, I hope it was clear, and you have to practice more. So thank you for watching.